Hey guys, we're back with the letter. When we last left off, we started the Everybody Dies route. We're on Luke's route now. Should be getting it done this episode, if everything goes according to plan. What is this one? Is that like, oh, probably Hannah's alive, but she broke up with him. Okay, let's.
Too early for this. I'm going to try and get some proper sleep.
What's this? Zachary breaking in?
If anybody calls, tell them they can sod off and bother me.
Before there are any more protests, I pull my mobile out of my pocket and toss it his way. By the time he catches it, I'm already halfway up the stairs. Yep. The carriage sounded too close to come from anywhere else but the room where Hannah. My breath catches in my throat. At the pace it goes, my heart is near threatening to escape from my ribcage. Not even realizing, I'm already up on my feet. Any intent to sleep has been forgotten, in favor of rushing to the door, while dread fills my stomach. Could it be a burglar? My fear turns into a seething fury at the thought. If it is, they'd regret their trespasses.
There should be a law against noise this early in the morning.
Wrenching the door open, can't quite believe my eyes as I see who stands before me. It's him. So, what? The help me, that's normal? You expected that? His elk. Elk? What's elk mean? Like the...
Ilk.
A type of people or things similar to those who already referred to. Oh! Always have been. But no doubt that their true intentions are as dark as their skin. Stop making me say racist things. For a long time, people like him have given me trouble in my youth. Some of their men would even dare lay a hand upon my mother. As if their presence was welcome. Their stolen money meant anything. Luke, please. They who lived on our lands and off our wealth, taking from our people's goodwill. Mother told me to be kind to them, that they were as human as any of us were. Tried to listen to her, but couldn't find it in me to do so. Now when too many of them would show up as clients, taking my mother as if she were their property. Now when I can still remember her dark hands bringing pain, both upon me and my mother. Well, sure, white men also did the same thing, but none were as strong or as rough as... Not saying that... Can we get on with it?
Hannah? Hannah, darling, buttercup. Love, speak to me.
I know this looks bad.
It's so easy to slip into the role of a victim. Pretend that I'm in shock at the sight.
You! What did you do? I know this looks really bad, standing here in your house with a dead body, but I can explain.
You killed her. You ones, get in here.
Who else can I blame? Who else can be the culprit but this trespasser in my house? Yeah, there's nobody else it could be. Except for a ghost. So he makes more excuses, near desperation. I have to take care not to show the glee as I lay all accusation on him. When he swears to whatever god he believes in, my man is quick to arrive and pull me back out of the bedroom, to safety, while he deals with his whatever. When all is said and done, incapacitating him is a quick affair. But then the sun is already rising up in the distance. Shokin steps out of the nursery with a questioning look on his face.
Call the police. Get rid of this rubbish.
Certainly. Will you be having tea this morning?
No coffee, thanks.
Bring it to my study. And
Most of the audio quality on
awful
that.
stench.
Certainly. Will you be having tea this morning?
Sounds weird. Don't bother to linger longer than necessary after that. Not yet. There. What? No? No? Who would accuse the poor widower, Luke Wright. Yeah, and he mentions, Harvey. I don't have to read through all of it.
And now Hannah. The Hannah Wright. The press are going to go nuts about this, mark my words.
Are you implying that I have anything to do with them?
I mean, that's what someone who had anything to do with them would say.
Honestly, yeah. But when they said what happened to Hannah...
Oh!
Well, it can't be you.
He trusts me! The older man looks at me with scrutiny. I'm under no delusions. It's obvious he's trying to find a trace of a lie. Oh, he doesn't trust me. But I put on the perfect picture of a grieving husband. An easy feat. If he pushes this, I'll not hesitate to be sharp, make my point across to remind him of his place. There seems to be a need for it, however. There seems to be need for it. Whatever kindness he can muster for me just gives in. It's easier to believe that a husband will never go slow as to murder his own wife.
If anything, you might have just caught the perpetrator for us.
I beg your pardon? Are you saying that man who just broke into my home is a serial killer?
Who would have thought? But Carl over there told me what they saw when they went to tape off the crime scene. That room Anna's body was found in. You must have noticed it, no?
My confusion must be in plain sight, because I really am wondering. What could I have missed that would imply that a serial killing? You just missed that? Then Hitch part of me wants to laugh. Just let it all out. This is ridiculous. Can he not just, like, is the blood invisible? Is it like invisible ink blood? Like fading? Hilarious and preposterous at the same time. It's a near thing, too, and my mouth twitches, threatening to put a grin on my face.
Or I guess not. I guess you were too shocked with what you saw and all. I don't blame you. It's nasty.
I feel the blood leave my face. Cheeks gone cold as I remember. Help me, all over the nursery walls. I certainly am not the one who put them there. So who? Stepped out on my musings when the old man starts to prattle on
There's
again.
those bloody letters all over the place, just like the others we've seen. It's crazy to think there's a serial killer in a place like this. You think you only see that sort of shite in the films, but no, we have one. And as it turns out, it could just very well be motherfucking Zachary Seal. I mean, I still can't quite believe it right now. That guy's a nice kid, but...
Harvey waves a hand lamely through the air, not quite sure how to continue his statement.
They say looks can be deceiving.
I finish for him. He's innocent or serial murderer. This kid is my stay-out-of-jail card. If he's the former, it doesn't matter. If he's the latter, and you really did have the time to write all that, may very well have dodged a second bullet.
So what is our resident serial killer looking at?
Well, I doubt anyone would really try to defend the guy, especially if you're pressing charges. Not unless D.A. Davis tries to stick her nose in it anyway. But, well, just the breaking and entering charges alone is going to get him half a year and a huge fine. If he can be placed in those other murders, the guy's never going to see the light of day. He's looking at 30 to life.
Listen well, Lee. If he gets any less than what he deserves, I will be very unhappy. There will be consequences if you prove your incompetence in this matter. I want him rotting in a cell until the end of his days for what he did to Hannah.
For what people will think he did to Hannah. The look that the older man gives me brings some level of satisfaction. How his eyes widen and his pupils dilate. He's good at hiding his fear. I'll keep my promise if this isn't done and he knows it.
Now, is that all you're here for?
Yeah! All? What are we on now? Guns has already gotten into berating guide whatever man Harvey has sent from the force to investigate. We want. Okay, I see. Because there's policemen inside. Because Zachary. Okay. What? No! Don't make me go back to the scene. Ooh. Bullet. Oh. We're good? We can skip through part of this. This doesn't matter. Halloween. Okay. Have we done this one? Always been a light sleeper. One has to be, growing up as I did. Living in a bad neighborhood meant that the possibility of break-ins was all too real and frequent. So, what is this? I don't remember what happened here. But there's one where you just skip it completely. One where it triggered all of it. That's probably the true ending. Well, no, we got that other times. Every other time, too. Huh. Well, we got this once. Okay, this one's Zachary's dead, I think. I think that's what it is. So. Anyway. Monologue. This game's weak spot. Too much monologue, honestly. You won't hear me say that a lot about games.
You alright, Tia?
Also too much Kylie.
I heard about what happened to Tia.
Feels as if the ground was pulled from underneath me for a moment there. Got off guard as I am. You're saying this entire scene happened the same as usual with Kylie? She's just like, oh yeah, I'm happy. Oh yeah, also like Hannah's dead, but you know. Suspecting a lot of different questions. The kid has always had a bunch of them ready for me. How much maneuvering do I have to make in order for her to drop this topic.
And what exactly did you hear?
They say that a bad man hurt her.
Okay.
Is that why she's not here right now, Tio? Just... No, please tell me, Tio! What happened to her? Is she gone too?
My answer catches in the back of my throat. Just as if I'm drowning in air. It's like you said, bad man hurt her. I killed her. It's the whole truth, no sugarcoating it. There are 101 reasons why I cannot confess. Well, I don't want Kelly to be afraid of me. Okay.
Tia was a really, really nice lady. She, even when I called her boring.
She was her godparent, after all. Not I. For all the childlike calling me the fairy godfather. Yeah.
As do I.
What
Yeah, you
about
kind of killed her.
What babies?
Oh, he didn't. Did you not realize this earlier on? I mean, we skipped that, but... Oh, how many more new handles with children even before
Her
I found out?
doctor said there were 2 of them. That's terrible.
She says more, but everything around me wavers. Nausea building. Feel sick. I'm sick. Okay. We're done with Kylie forever now. Not until we get inside. Looking at it shows an unmarked number. Most likely one of my boys. You have boys? I don't even have time to speak before a nervous voice breaks through.
Hey boss, it's Carl from LPD.
Hey, Carl.
We've sort of got a situation here at the precinct.
Recognize the voice in the name. Oh, Hannah's body's gone, right? Carl, one of my police in my payroll. One of the few I've trusted to ensure, I'm allowed to say black man, right? Yeah, that's fine. Killed in Hannah's murder is a done deal. Like, so this is something I try to avoid talking about. Like, I think saying, like, words I won't say is fine if you're reading them off a script. But at the same time, I don't want to say them. Well, I just don't curse at all. And, I mean, I lump racial slurs in with cursing. I think most people do. But also, like, I just don't want to say them in general. I don't think that's going too far. Like, I mean, in context, it's a bit but I think, it's fine. But, you get what I mean. It's kind of an awkward thing to talk about. To hear from him now promises nothing but more trouble and headaches.
More problems! For goodness sake, I don't really need any more. What is it?
Well, you know the missus's body, in the morgue?
Well, of course I know of it. Yes, what kind of nump did you take me for? I don't know why you're calling me about this, though.
See, boss, it's gone. Your wife's body is missing from the morgue, and the coroner who was looking it over as well. Dead.
They killed the coroner? Look, he had a rough week. Too many people died this week, and you just expect him to die? Come on. Expect him many a thing. Maybe the coroner asking for... Who's gonna put him in the morgue? The coroner? A disappearing corpse and a dead coroner?
Yep. I don't know. We haven't looked through
think?
security tapes yet.
What?
Okay.
But I thought you ought to know when...
Then go look at the security tapes before bothering me with this, you incompetent fool.
What do I even pay these people for if I have to do everything myself?
Listen to me, and listen to me good. I have problems of my own right now. So, if you'd like to keep your tiny head on your tiny shoulders, you'd best go look for the body and not bother me about it again.
I'm imagining this guy with just tiny shoulders and a tiny head, but a regular sized body.
Is that understood, Carl?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. Of course, what was I thinking wasting your time with this, Me and A are going to deal with this.
A?
No problem.
Yep. Okay.
One of those incompetent officers from the LPD. They say Hannah's body is gone from the morgue. Can you believe them? I don't even want to think about what happened to it right now. Fucking Christ, will this day not end?
Feel tired, so tired. The only thing keeping me awake is the thought that that woman is still somewhere out there. The thought of just sleeping through it all, while Johannes keeps guard. It's just heavenly right now.
Whatever, they'll call back later.
You're not worried?
Well, what do you want me to do? Drive to the city and try to look for the corpse of my wife? 1, broken. The city is big. 2, it's LPD's job to keep an eye on the corpse. They didn't, it's their mess to fix.
Now let me go to sleep in my suit. Thank you very much. For the moment at least. I just don't see what other problem that might pop up from this. I have a scapegoat. I have an alibi. Harvey will make sure that that guy will be convicted. Money, reputation, connections, the company I built, everything. I have it all. There's a reason to be happy, right?
Now, if you'll excuse me, since you insisted I stay here, I might as well get some rest.
In my suit.
Leave, Shuriken.
Of course.
Despite his words, he lingers. But I didn't know any better, so he wants to make sure I get in that dang bed and sleep before he turns away from me. What am I, a child? We've converged, no? It's the reason why we'll never get along.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Nothing. I just hope you're happy.
We've seen this before.
Verily, now mush!
As you...
Only then does he seem to get the hint. Okay. Come on. Okay, it mentioned the LPD there. Oh, there we go. And his body's still missing. Where are we? We skipped, right? Yeah, okay. Is finding a dead body really that hard?
Surely there should have been an update by now. Alright.
Let's just up and walked away. So why isn't there?
Please don't go.
I'm going. Although the delay is understandable, in this storm, I'll bet this house has given him another problem to fix. Bloody rush jobs. My safety's at stake here. Okay. Get my gun. Oh, hey, Johans. Oh, yeah, he probably found Ashton. She's already dead. Killed by her own husband.
Why do you even care if I'm still counting or not? And we're wasting time here. Come on now, lackey. If you say he's in the study, to the... This on top of my wife's dead body, which is missing from the bloody morgue.
Make him pay, my love.
I think there's something whispering.
You do not deserve to be treated the way he did, taking you for a fool.
Said time and time again. How do you say that? Joy de vivre.
It is of no consequence, my love. I am here. It is all that matters. Us.
So does the ghost get like stronger the more people it kills? Is this like DC, right?
She's dead.
The more souls in like the mansion, he uses it as like a shield, and you can only pierce it with longinus or like a guillotine.
It is her corpse, and it is not at all a pretty sight.
Where are we? Oh, hold on there. That's the... Which one's the true ending and which one's not the true ending? Because, I mean, Luke dies in the true ending, but... Go. Okay, this is the true ending. Huh. I like how they give it a skull. It's a neat touch. Now that he's mentioned it, I've noticed a sickly sweet smell wafting from the cellar door the few times I've passed by. Another bottle of wine dropped by another dollard from the staff. Now that this has come to light, maybe Marianne, yeah.
Jesus bloody Christ! How even?
It just gets progressively madder as more people die in his house. Oh, this is all new, huh?
Has no one been down there to check the stocks?
Not since the party, no.
And she, what, starved to death down there?
Can't be. It hasn't been that long enough. It hasn't been long enough for her to starve. It'll take 3 weeks for someone to actually starve to death. Or even if it is wine, there's plenty for her to drink down there to at least keep going for 3 or 4 days while she's been down there.
I did not linger long enough for a proper look. It looks like her head has been nearly cut off. Rather poorly at that. You could take a look if you like.
I don't think I want to see that, no. But I can't come up with a wittier, scathing denial to his kind offer. That is my mind struggles to just let this all sink in.
Bloody hell! I just want to go to bed. Forget all this shite ever happened. Can this day possibly get any worse?
Why did you say that? How about getting shot? Seeing if there's anything new there. Too much to check over for that.
Anyway, let's just get this whole thing over with. The cellar, right? How can a person just die right there?
Unable to answer that question. There's a long while where the both of us are quiet. Look, I'm not looking at that CG of Marianne with the knife. Skip mode, alt text. So, just whenever it happens. Frick. I also need a drink. I'm thinking, can just get rid of the body and be done with it. If I ever had the audacity to leave a dead interior designer, well known one of that, in my own home needs to be taken care of. Leaving that kind of loose end is dangerous. Rather not have a knife in my back while I sleep. Yeah. Nope. Shokin gestures for me from the other side of this passage. What is... Just a few paces away from Mikola, he stands, glaring at some part of the wall as if it has offended him. There's an eyebrow in question, but he merely answers with a gesture of his
Another
head.
thing you need to see.
Broken mirror? Immediately know why. Where his eyes are trained, the door lead... Oh yeah, we have the dungeon! Stare at it and where it offers a small glimpse of the room on the other side. Can barely see anything. From one light, what little my eyes can catch beyond the darkness.
Are those jail cells?
So it seems, I'm afraid.
Whoa, what? In my own home, underneath my own house, right in the place where I sleep and live.
You have not been made aware of this?
Obviously, do you see this face? Do I look very happy about this? Do I look unsurprised about this?
Johans looks smug about this.
What else is in there? Bones! Oh, more dead people! Oh, Christ, how many? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I want an ending where just everyone ends up dead in Luke's house.
For someone who is used to putting bullets in other people's heads, you're very cross about this.
Oh, what did you expect? There's a dead interior designer over there. Lunatics have been going in and out of my home. And now I find out that there are places in this bloody mansion I haven't been made aware of, full of little surprises for myself or the fucking police. So yes, I am very cross about this, Shrokin. What's next? A magical, mystical, spooky graveyard in my bathroom?
Why do you say that?
Did that estate company know about this? Is that why they had no problems just handing it to us?
You were very eager to buy this place off their hands, though.
I am most definitely not very eager now.
Why don't you think of it this way? At least now you know where those trespassers might be coming from.
I suppose you have a point. How far does this thing go?
Quite a few places, it seems.
There's only darkness on the other side. Fortunately, I'm sober enough to ever think of venturing into this place. Who knows where this will take me. Maybe when I'm drunk, I'll be curious enough. But Shokin has made a valid point. And if this is their point of entry, better look into it and bar it as soon as possible. It's so many close calls just this week. Not taking a chance.
Well, get on it. I want wherever this place leads to closed and sealed tightly. We've gotten enough magical surprise trespassers in this house.
Makes no further comment. The man does give me another long-suffering look before pushing the door open and stepping into the poorly lit tunnel. It's a bit of a struggle at first when he tries to get a stable footing, testing the steps with a few light taps of his soul. Soon he's on his way, his treads echoing loudly inside the empty passage. Curious, I follow after him without crossing the threshold. From where I stand, I can barely see anything apart from the cells closest to the door. It's a light draft blowing from the other end, carrying with it this old, musky smell. I don't want to think about what that might be. Anyway. There's no word other than eerie.
Shrokin, how is it?
Johan's die. From somewhere, something scampers. Sound quickly fading as it moves further from me. Still no response from Johan's, however. As aggravating as that man is, beginning to worry me.
I know you're there.
Another breeze blows in. This time, it's as if there's someone whistling on the other end. Or maybe this is my imagination.
Hey, Johans. If this is your idea of a...
Never gonna finish that. Before the rest of it slips out of my mouth, without any preamble, the door slams shut. Reverberating above the loud thud it leaves in his wake is a scream. Shrill. Blood-curdling. Almost harrowing, the way it sends a sharp chill in every nerve in my body. Along with it. It's a familiar... Hey! It's the ghost!
Who are you? No. Stay away. Stay away.
He died off screen, he's not really dead. He'll come back at the last moment to save us. I don't know what's going on the other side. With the door shut tight, showing no sign of budging open, no matter how much I push or pull at it, there's no way of knowing. However, the sound filtering through the closed doors, and I have to make my knees buckle and shake. This isn't fear. I want to believe this isn't fear, but it's definitely the closest I can get to it. Horrid. It's nothing but horrid, and I can almost see flesh being ripped apart with every second the noise lingers. Need to get away.
Oh god. I am going to sue those people. I am going to sue every bloody goddamn person who sold us this house.
That's his, what's the word? It's like how he soothes himself down. I'm gonna sue him. I'm gonna sue him. What's the word for that?
I need to get my lawyer. And
It's just like how he comforts himself. I don't know the right word. It's on the tip of my tongue. My foot slips, sending me tumbling down on my hind. It takes a moment before I notice a wetness seeping into my pants. It's Makola's blood. There's no moment left to feel repulsed by the thick metallic scent it sends through the air. Her immense eyes stare blankly at me. Her laughter is getting close. Okay. I'm ascending and close the hatch behind me. Okay, where? I assume this is Ashton, like, shooty bit. That's probably the end. Out of the kitchen. I mean, as quick as I can. Yeah. The only person I think of right now who will give me answers is that little pig. Should be soundly asleep at the study. Mongrel? What are you, Gilgamesh? What of Hannah? What did they do to her? Are they the reason why she's missing? It's a police officer. Likely has easy access to where they're keeping Hannah. Yeah. To make it for every single wrong he's done.
Made to us.
Made to us? That says done to us. By my entrance, the door leading to the foyer bursts open with a loud clamp, accompanied by the rumbling of thunder outside. Heading straight for the stairs with only one purpose in mind, and her whispers, leading me, calling me, beckoning.
We don't need them.
But short of my foot taking on the first step upstairs, noise on my left distracts me, briefly holding my movements while curiosity takes over every murmurs in my head. And it's a good thing, perhaps, that I did, because as soon as I look up, I see him, the detective. Just as he's about to jump down from the furniture that has somehow ended up piled blocking the door to the parlor. What happened there? Did he really think getting out of this house will be that easy?
Teach him, my lord. Put him in his place.
My feet's already moving before any reaction can stop me. Hand firm at my gun when I finally release the safety from it, take aim at him. My fingers on the triggers more than itching to shoot, but I hold back. I don't need more dead bodies here, let me tell you. More than seeing him bleed, I want to see the expression on his face when he realizes everything he's done is futile. He's trapped. His life is in my hand. Oh yeah, it isn't competent as I thought. That's Luke's voice. You can tell the exact moment the realization dawns on him. Yeah, we've seen this scene too many times. Except this time there's more ghost. Still, he glares at me. Still, he fights back.
Now, little pig. Manners. You're in no position to be pointing that gun at people.
There's no desperation in him like I'm hoping. Just an annoyance flickering shortly before being hidden underneath the challenge. The likes of him are the kind of people I hate the most. Oh, not another one of these.
Your kind pisses me off
No.
no.
Not another we're the same, you and I. Not so different, you and I.
Sorry about this. I really don't have time for you.
A short lapse, that's all it is. That's all it is. One moment of letting my guard down. Before I can react, he fires 2 shots. Yep. He has good aim at his arm.
Excellent.
Next moment happens in a blur. Following second, I'm being tackled bodily to the ground, back hitting the cold floor hard, and an arm pinning me down by the neck. Oh, and then a scream. Hello, ghost. Yep, come on. We've seen Ashton die before.
I told
Hi,
you,
Hannah.
didn't I? Everything you're doing is useless, Ashton Frey. And now, you're dying. Meddlesome fool. How does dying alone feel, Ashton Frey?
Kinda sucks.
Hannah? You're not supposed to be here.
For a moment, I wonder if it had been me who had died and not her. Oh, that's the twist! That'd be the only logical explanation, which is why I hardly draw breath while she stands there.
Oh, Luke,
It's like the
darling,
sixth
my
sense.
love. Are you not?
We've heard that line way too many times. Come on now. Don't worry, my love. Everything will be over soon. My whole body ceases with a gasp, violent enough to wake me. Okay, this is all new. Just as soon, my eyes fling open, looking wildly around, searching for that familiar, sickening smile. There's a brief moment of confusion when I don't find her, see only an empty room before me. The storm still rages outside. with a draft sweeping into the room from the balcony door forgotten to close last night. Far off horizon, lightning cuts sharply through the dark sky, illuminating everything in sight, before disappearing with a boom of thunder at its heels.
A dream. It must have been a dream.
Yet, it all feels too real. The migraine still pounding in my head serves to remind me of that, though maybe it's because I haven't eaten anything since this morning. Coupled with everything going on in this bloody mansion this past week, no longer have any doubts what this is. Stress. Just stress. What else can it be? Everything will pass soon. This headache will be gone tomorrow, along with every freaking problems. That all will be well. What?
Fucking nightmares.
Expensive mattress and pillows feel heavenly under my tired body when I flop back down to it. I wonder how this works. Why are there 3 here? What decides this? Because this is everybody's dead. Like, I'm certain of that. And that's if Ashton doesn't spare and it goes on to, like, the main bit. Where everything's all converging. But what is this? Why are there 3? Maybe one is if Hannah's possessed? I guess that makes sense. What's the other? Isabel in a coma? That also makes sense. Burying my face into the soft Egyptian cotton and simply laying still makes the idea of sleep especially inviting. With this irritating pounding in my head, it's possible to get even a single wink of rest. What's this? Middle one? Yep. Without the alcohol, I'm going to have an rough trying to calm down her sleep. Suppose now is a good time as any for that drink. Hannah won't approve, of course, but she's no longer here. Perks of being a widow and all that. Throw the blankets aside and rush outside, before another bout of regret hits the pit of my stomach. She's gone. She's dead. Just like every other people in my life, nuisance or otherwise. Only I remain. Nothing else matters, so why did it say people instead of person? Strike, but the large windows of the foyer illuminate the area much more easily than any of the other rooms. That's the smallest of blessings I can ever ask for. It hopes I can go to bed after this little trip without further incident. But I have to stop in my tracks as something catches my eye. Carefully I draw closer, and on the floor is smear. In the darkness, it's impossible to tell what it is, but it has left an ugly track, disappearing underneath the door leading to the dining hall. Whoever left this here will have the answers to Johans in the morning. Oh yeah, by the way, Johans is kinda dead. He hates seeing a mess, be it mud tracks or the tiniest drop of wine on the serving platter. Guy. For now, I follow it. Letting it guide me in this darkness, even if I feel its purpose is anything but. Taking amusement in imagining how Shokun's expression will change from surprise to disdain upon seeing it. However, I can only feel disappointment once I open the doors to the kitchen. There are only empty wine bottles, but are said to be cleaned and stored for collection. Can't be bothered to try and find out where Johans is hidden the absinthe in Hannah's orders. Even in death, she continues to bug me like this. Keep me from my beloved wine. I do have other options, although I'd rather not go down to the wine cellar myself, especially in this darkness. One needs must be satisfied. Can't be helped that the need to wind back is monumental, right? I really need this freaking drink. Even the spirit seems to lead me to it. But like in the dream, there's still that horrendous smell in this place. It's really an awful stench. Yeah, by the way, there's dead Ariane down here. It's not too far off from now. From how dearest Hannah smelled until they've taken her to the morgue. Despite this, I can't bring myself to leave. So I sit down, looking anywhere but the spirits that have converged on one side of the wall. It only reminds me of the room upstairs where I briefly kept her. Why bother? There's also a pool of dark liquid near the wine vat. Though I don't dare examine what it is. Some things I'd rather not know. Instead of fixating on the colorful glass bottles that line the wall, before I pull one out and pop open the cork from the bottle. Taking a swig like I'm drinking water. So is he just possessed by the ghost? Well, not possessed, hypnotized by the ghost right now? Is he just tired? Is he just drunk, like always? Some delight when I feel a delightful burn in the back of my throat. I said, it isn't exactly wine I have in my hand. Whiskey. A quaint. This explains where the rest of the alcohol was. Really shouldn't be drinking. It's dangerous enough as it is. To intoxicate myself while there's a killer on the loose and Shokin hasn't come back. Must look into some bum who's managed to scrounge enough money for a bottle of booze.
Anna would kill me if she saw me in here like this. Probably say something scathing and witty like, you might as well shoot yourself in the liver, Lucille. Really now? She was such a nag.
Morbid mockery of a tale directed at no one. Soon, choked laughter rings out in the wine cellar. Takes me a bit to realize I'm the one who's laughing. My cheeks are wet with tears too. Because, dang it.
I miss her.
Stupid and crazy of me to still feel this way. It's my fault she's gone.
Wonder how it is. Are you in here, Hannah?
Can you hear me? How is it, huh? To die? It must have been dreadful, no? I can't imagine it. I very much don't want to.
Is this the ending of episode 2 of Umineko? Look at me talking about the horrible am I okay? Inevitability. That is death. How depressing. It's any wonder that I haven't completely gone off the edge yet. Maybe I haven't, I just don't want to admit it. Could just be the alcohol. For a moment, I have to stop drinking. Whiskey must have hit me harder than I thought. Just left with the amber liquid gleams tonically in the low light of the cellar. Really didn't mean to drink so much. I only wanted to take off some of the edge. But might as well finish it off. Regret can always wait. And then my breathing becomes slow and irregular. Hands have gotten cold and clammy. Getting up to my feet is easier said than done, however. Coordination is basically shut to high heck. I wonder if there's a thing. Oh, was that it? What's this? Oh, Marianne. That's him whenever Johannes gets killed. It's no doubt in my mind that trying to get up those stairs will be a struggle. There's no way I'm going to bomb it in here. I don't want this stench to throw up anywhere near my collection of throw up. The road spins even before I can get anywhere near the stairs, though. To lean on the wall to stay standing. So when a curious click echoes in the cellar. It's a question of it's my alcohol-addled brain making up the fact that a door just appeared out of nowhere.
This is interesting.
Was that foreshadowing earlier? I'd have to be drunk to explore this thing. Rest if I'm in a more sober mindset. Think twice about exploring unknown territory. Running even. But I can't kick my curiosity to the curb so easily. What with the alcohol making me more adventurous? What's the worst that could happen? Yeah.
What's in blazes? What's going on in the navel down here?
Looks more horrid than the one in my nightmare. Torches and chains hang along the walls, and cells are set into the brick. It doesn't even occur to me to ask how the torches are lit. I love that, because I won't be exaggerating if I say the whole place reeks of death. I hobble along the passage. One hand trails along the wall, and the other still clutches the whiskey bottle I've emptied. It's a giddy feeling as soon as the shock passes.
If I knew this was here, I could have put it to good use. Maybe.
I have to stifle the drunk giggles that threatens to spell uncontrollably. It's a wonder for all the horrid things that might have happened here. And it opens up a lot of questions about the history of the mansion. No expert, but I don't think jails were a common feature in homes back then. What? They weren't? How many people were locked up in here? What have they even done to deserve this place? I can see little that speaks of its unfortunate inhabitants, though. Until a particular cell draws my attention. And there's something in it. On the far wall, there's a pile of something in it. Thrown together in a small mound, as if someone has just hastily dumped them there. It's possible to tell in the low light. It lights the dark smoke from the foyer, going into the kitchen. The wine cellar ends here. That's not where my gaze lingers. Oh! Spellstone gleams. Its dark color is stark contrast to the hay-littered floor. Such a simple thing that I could have passed it off as another ordinary stone. How did this get out of the attic? It was in the attic before, right? I kneel down and reach my arm through the bars to retrieve it. Quick to get back up to my feet, however, scaling with the dirt on my knees. The stone is cold and heavy in my palm of my hand. An interesting trinket, an accessory most likely. It's a shame I don't know what the symbols mean. My amusement I find is quick to fade though as the woman's laughter echoes in the passage. It's that woman's voice. I didn't need to look to know that it's her. That's the problem, because I hear her, but I don't see her. I'd been terrified when I first saw her, but I don't call alcohol liquid courage, or liquid stupidity, in this case, as I seek her out. The trinket slips through my fingers, and in its place, my knife.
Where are you? Show yourself!
There are eyes on me, but every time I turn around, there's nothing. Nothing but a horrid feeling that buzzes under my skin. You know, the bars are connected to this. Like, you could just... It's pretty easy to just, you know? Anxiety overpowers the haze of intoxication. Like, there's nothing keeping you in there. Like, it's not attached. Except for here. Suffocating and straining. Terror doesn't take hold until I feel a whisper in my ear. Familiar arms come from behind me to rest across my chest.
You've come for me, my prince.
Hey!
I'm so happy.
It's Hannah! Happy ending, right? Right? No? Nothing? I thought we just got a new one. There's a creeping feeling, as if there are hands running all over me. Something in me screams and snarls at the thought of being held down. This is wrong. Just to display the obvious. Hannah's dead. She's supposed to be dead.
You came home to us, and with us you will stay. Our lord, my prince.
Get your hands off me! What do you want?
Though Young doesn't quite paint a proper picture of what happens next. My scream is cut off the moment those hands push their fingers through my lips. I can't see what they really are as my eyes start to roll into the back of my skull and pain wrecks my entire being. Silenced and on the verge of choking, suffocating, drowning. I can feel everything. They curl and slither down my throat like snakes, searching, filling every part of me, leaving slowed skins and crushing my insides. My body shivers and the smallest of movements brings the greatest of pains. I feel like I'm about to burst. But no matter how long we stay like this, death does not come to bring me relief. Up, down, and around they go until they all converge around my chest where my heart should be, and they squeeze. Tears flow freely from my cries, and though my cries are muffled, snot drips down my nose. I'm not in control of my body at all, and I think this is it. This is how I die. But then there's nothing. Nothing but lightness and air and the feeling of being emptied out, stripped raw. Feel sullied and tainted, like I've been desecrated. Torn apart and put back in the wrong order. My cheeks are wet and I snivel like a snotty child. Am I getting raped vibes here? Or is that just me? Bile guys in my throat and I want to be sick. Trying to throw up any remnant of what may have been inside of me. Nearly forget about her in my devastated state. Until she laughs.
Please. Please, no more. Please. Oh God, please. Somebody help me.
Are you okay? But her laughter only grows louder, echoing in my head. My heart ceases in my chest, and I... till death do us part. Not even a CG for that? I figured there would be, given, you know, everybody dies, kind of a big thing. No? Epilogue. A curious local discovers an eerily empty mansion months later. Months? It takes months? With its new owners having disappeared into thin air, whispers quickly spread across Luxburn City. Officers who investigated have found only smears of blood on the walls and floors. Nothing else. Eventually, they deemed the mystery of the Ermengarde mansion as another tragedy brought upon the city by the Ansem Butcher. But for those who still believe in the stories of old, those who know the truth, it's but a testament to the curse and the secrets of the Ermengarde mansion is hidden for centuries. There will come a time those will finally be revealed, only the hollowed halls of the mansion know. To this day, it stands silent. However, on nights when the wind howls and thunder booms across the sky, some still claim of hearing voices within, of cries and wails that fill the nights, and desperate calls for help for anyone who dares listen. Somebody please! Get me out of here! Help! Anyone! Help me! Please! Okay. That was a bit... not as good as I thought it was gonna be, I guess. I don't know, I figured the, everybody dies route would be a lot more... I don't know the word. Was your face always in that CG? Oh yeah, right. Right. I can't see the very bottom part of my window. So I could only see like a bit below your eye before. I didn't know you could actually see, make out the face. Okay, that's one of them. It's a flashback one. We're missing these three before. It's disappointing it's not a CG for that end though. At least, like that's the least they could have done for it. Oh, we got that one. Him dying alone. So yeah, that's the letter. This could be the last letter I do. Could do. If not, I'll do Isabel Coma. I don't know if I'll do Alone or People Survive. What? I could knock out some of the epilogues next time, like with Isabel in the coma. I could take care of like Rebecca and Ashton, Zachary and Hannah. I've already done Luke and Marianne, so. What was that? Yeah, individual bad. Okay. Is there another Luke trap then? Huh. Wonder how you get that. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We may or may not be back next time. I'll see you guys then. Bye.